Chief Meteorologist Chase Jones.
And just like that, it's Friday. Now we're on the countdown to kick off, and then we're going to reset for the weekend. So make good plans or don't. Either way, it's going to be a busy one, but get out there and enjoy yourself because the weather's going to be absolutely perfect. Now, some people are on that long weekend. Some people, it's homecoming weekend. Either way, we're going to enjoy this beautiful weather, but Tropical Storm Priscilla is on her way, according to the models. Now, temperatures over the last 24 hours back down into those lower 60s and right back up there into those upper 80s. Still inside the 30 degree spread. If it were 20 degrees, we definitely see more moisture, but definitely none on the way. 88 in San Angelo, everybody else at 86 degrees, if not those lower 90s. Perfect kickoff conditions. It's been a week, I'll tell you. There was a full moon in there too. 90 in Robert Lee, 86 down there in Sonora, so it's looking like 4 degrees across the entire Concho Valley. Let's see if I can spit it out and see if the computer's cooperating with me, because you know Griff's got his trivia question answered today. Dew points are in those 50s across the board, while humidity indices are in those 30s as well. So it's prime football weather, but take a good look at the moisture tracker off the west coast. All those concentrations of blues are going to fight their way into the Concho Valley, and by Monday morning, I think we could see a little bit of rain, but it's quickly on its way out because a blocking pattern is starting to form off the west coast. Here's the upper level pattern to show you what I'm talking about. Now, up near the east coast, where Sarah Boyette is at right now, they're dealing with rounds of rain and colder weather, but as we get closer towards the end of the weekend, some more tropical activity will make its way up and around the Four Corners and fight its way down the Sierra Madres. Off the west coast, another low pressure will cut off from the upper level pattern, and that's going to hold some cooler temperatures in place, and hopefully that will mean some cooler weather for us here in the Concho Valley. Now, water vapor imagery showing the dry air pushing way down across the Gulf Coast while seeing some strong ridging up and around the Rocky Mountains. Then right behind it, here comes another strong, low, powerful pressure system. Now, severe weather outlook around the Four Corners getting a little bit more intense, but we take it down to the surface to get a better idea of those kickoff conditions, just keeping our eye on this monster storm making its way across the Rocky Mountains. Now, take a good look at the futurecast. It's going to show up as rounds of snow. Then they're slated to see about another 14 inches this early in the year, but as we get closer towards the end of the weekend, you see how those storms are really being held off towards the north. Here comes all that cloud cover with all that moisture, and by Monday morning, we could see a little bit of rain. So we're talking about Griff's game of the week. I promise you I cannot get the other team right now, but they're playing Central tonight, so there's temperatures going from those mid-80s all the way down into those mid-70s, then throughout the rest of the evening leveling out in those lower 60s. It's going to be a cozy Friday night. Then tomorrow, a good run at those lower 90s. It's kind of been where we've been all weekend long, but Reagan returns, so she's going to take a closer look at some of that activity as it gets closer towards Monday. Now, as we kick off Columbus Day, we're still holding on to those cooler temperatures, but as we get closer and closer towards Halloween, you have 3 weeks to go. Those temperatures leveling out in those 90s while those overnight lows stay in those lower 60s. Stay tuned. Up the break. You're watching KSAN News at 5.